Hey guys, welcome back to Virtual Vertex. In today's video, it's going to be short one, going over and breaking down a recent piece I did here with this energetic monsters. So in this piece, we're just playing around with the cans and their branding. So first of all, I want to start off with where did I get the idea from? As a gamer and an artist, obviously I drink way too many energy drinks, so that's where the initial spark of the idea came from. So I wanted to take the energy drinks that I drink and kind of create an art piece, playing around with the branding of each type of energy drink. So for the first one, for example, we have the Monster can, which we can see here. I've gone and made him look a bit scary with his teeth, which plays with the Monster energy. And then we've got the Red Bull gives you wings, kind of fleeing the scene, trying to escape with one of his little noodly legs bitten in half from the Monster can. I've looked at and thought about the kind of render that I want to create. The main aspect being the energy cans. So the first thing we're going to model is energy cans themselves. For all of the renders, I've utilized the same model, the only difference between them being that they have a few extra cuts and warps to get them in the position needed for the render. So as you see, here's the base model for the can. Nothing too crazy, super basic. And then on the top we've got the clip, which to be honest, you probably don't need, as it's not seen in the render, but I've just added it in there. And again, you can say there's no crazy geometry going on. Maybe I could fix this little end gun on the top, but like I said, it's not visible for the render. Then once we've got this, we've gone and unwrapped it at this point. The reason for that is that then we can use the same UV map across all of the models even after they've been warped. So once, there we go. So again, super basic unwrap, just a basic cylinder unwrap with the main body and then the tops and bottoms of the mesh. So the first thing that I worked on was the energetic monster one. So that was a monster can chasing and eating all these Red Bull cans. So as we can see here, all we've essentially gone and done to create this is we've got our base model here. And then I've just, let me collapse this. We've gone on the cut tool and I've just gone and made some quick teeth, like so. Obviously a lot more clean and tidy than that. Deleted the spaces that we don't need and then moved the teeth, warped them outwards, and then we end up with this. And then like I said, it's all using the same UV unwraps, so it makes that a lot easier for me. And that's super basic. And then here we have I just kind of, there's the final mesh. It's got a turbo smooth add modifier applied to it. The reason for that is because I was going to obviously warp and bend the meshes here, so obviously more poly, so it's better to get rid of any sharp edges. And then again, the same thing with the Red Bull, which was even easier. We narrowed it down to replicate the kind of more slimline kind of cans that they make, and then just used a basic FFD modifier to give it a little curl and bend in its back as if it was jumping. Yeah, and as you can see, we've gone and created some wings, which are again nothing too crazy. We've just gone and made a feather. Two feathers in fact, and just duplicated them along the spine of the wings and added them on. And then for a bit of added character, we've gone and just used a spline to create some noodly legs for these boys. So from here, I'm going to jump into the texture maps for each one and have a quick discussion and talk about them. So inside a Substance Painter, the first thing we're going to look at is the Red Bull can texture. So as you see on the right, we have the 2D unwrap plane, as you can see. You'll also notice I've only actually focused on texturing the parts that you'll see, because mainly for time's sake, I didn't want to go around writing in all of the ingredients and so forth on the back, as it's something that's never going to be seen in the final render. So essentially it's just all aluminium materials, so that's what the cans are made of. So if we work our way up the layer stack, we have our base aluminium layer, aluminium pure added on the top, so just to differentiate from these edges, because these are a lot more rough than the main body itself. We've then gone and added the main blocks for the blue colours. I've then gone and stamped on the base for the logo. Now get ahead of myself, and then on top of that we've got the final stamp on top of that. So how did we get these stamps? Basically in Photoshop I went and got the logos online, which we have here, and then I've gone and broken those down into different alpha maps. So we have the mask 1, which was the base, and the mask 2, which was then stamped on top. So you still have the outline, which was the base, and then the red being the second mask. And then I've also gone and broken down the monster logo to the M, as well as the font and text. That's basically that. That's our energy drink done. We've gone and exported our materials, ready for Marmoset. So let's have a quick look at the monster can. So now here we are looking at the monster can texture. Again, it's all aluminum based, so if we break it down, so no texture, we apply a worn base aluminium, and then we've gone and added the base black color and masked out the top and bottom, and then on top of that we've gone and added the green and stamped that on. However, with the green, you can see I've gone and added extra layers inside of the material. There we go. Just to add the shadow to replicate the actual logo itself. And then you can also see they've gone and erased the green color from the monster section. And that's pretty it. That's it, really, quite basic. And now it's ready to stick both of the meshes and textures all into Marmoset and set up the render. So now we are inside of Marmoset. As you can see, I've gone and dropped in all of our models that we've created, the monster can, the Red Bull can, as well as a couple of Crusher cans for the background. We've also added this background plane that curves around to catch some of the shadows in the background. And that's pretty it. That's pretty much it. It's super basic. We've gone and imported our materials and we've set them up here. So we have our albedo. Because we're using a compressed file, it's our roughness, metallicness and occlusion maps are all in the same texture, just in different RGB channels. So when you do that inside of Substance Painter, your green channel is your roughness, your blue channel is your metallic, and your red channel is your occlusion. Now from there, it's just a matter of figuring out the scale of the render that you want and how you'd want it to be displayed. For this one, I wanted like kind of a tall, narrow poster, and that's what we've done. We've also gone and added a slight fog here, and then we've gone and set up lights. So we have the lights on the right, and that kind of gives an outlining light on the front of the Red Bull and monster can, kind of giving them a bit more of a silhouette and make them stand out from the background and the foreground. So the render scale, what we've got is 3600 by 5400. And the main reason for that actually is on the ArtStation you can buy the poster, and that's one of the scales that is recommended. So obviously from there we've gone and grabbed the render, gone into Photoshop and added the little text across the bottom, energetic monster. So there you go, easy. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I've set a target for myself. We're going to try and reach 100 subscribers. I know that sounds small, but that means on the YouTube web address bar, if we have a look here quickly, Currently, it's just a mangled mess of letters and numbers. However, if we can get to 100 subscribers, it will replace that with my actual YouTube channel name, which, although small, will be quite a nice little achievement for myself to keep pushing forward. So be sure to like and subscribe, share this video to any of your friends that are interested in 3D, and in the next video we're going to be breaking down this one with the Rockstar energy can. So yeah, again, thanks for watching. See you soon.